Hi, good morning. Look, Aurora's here with us too. She's playing with a paper bag. Aurora, look. Aurora, look. You want to do it by yourself? All right, good morning. My name is Savannah. It is October 23rd. And I am sitting on the floor, as you can tell. Why? Because I wanted to. The bag that I gave Aurora just now, I went and picked up from a neighbor. They were selling some yarn online on Facebook, and I just went to go pick it up. I missed out on some of the yarn, so she had several different listings for yarn, and I put my name in for 2 of them, and unfortunately, I guess I missed one of them, but I got this one. So I got, let me see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ooh, 10 balls. I hope the lighting's not terrible, but I got 10 balls of this Puna Luca from Lana Grossa. It is, the color is 013, so I'll have to look that up. And the composition of this yarn is 30% alpaca, baby alpaca, 30% merino, 20% cotton, and 20% polyamide. It's really nice and soft. And I really like this color. It's a little bit oranger than the color I'm wearing right now, but I think it's really pretty. So this looks like a fingering weight on 3.5 to 4 millimeters. I'm not entirely sure if it's 32 stitches by 24 rows or if it's 24 stitches by 32 rows. It almost looks like, I know you won't be able to see it, but one of the plies looks sparkly, which is weird. Like, cause I know none of alpaca, merino, cotton, and nylon. So I'm not sure which one. I mean, my guess would be it'd either be cotton or the nylon, but it's like kind of like sparkly, shiny. I know you won't be able to see it. Maybe. Either way, I got 10 balls of this. I've never had Lana Grossa. And oh, and I should tell you, I only paid $15 for all this. She said that these are about $5 each when you go to Italy to buy it, because these are, I guess, are from Italy. I have 10 balls, I promise. I just know I can't hold all of them. The other yarn that I wanted to get from her, she was selling some Knit Picks Wonder Fluff. She had a couple balls of like a light gray and then 2 dark gray ones. And I'm not entirely sure if it would have been enough, but my idea was that if I would have gotten it, I could have made like the rug sweater. You know, that rug sweater. It's a free pattern. I can't remember who it's by, but it's only one size. And it uses about that size of yarn. And if there was enough, I would have probably made that. And she was only selling it for $5. So I was like, oh, dang it. I missed it. It would have been really lovely. Soft and fluffy. Because Wonder Fluff by Knit Picks is really nice. I actually have some in this basket right here that I made into a different sweater, but it grew too big and I wasn't a big fan of how it looked. So I started ripping it out for a different project. And then again, that project wasn't working out. So I have that. And it's in a tan color. I do keep getting ideas and then I forget what those ideas are. So I should probably write them down, what I want to, excuse me, use that yarn for. I should also just rip it all the way out, you know, wash it, reskein it, and put it here so that I can see it, you know, so I remember that I have it. Anyways, I'm gonna have to find a spot for this on there because again, that is jam-packed. I have my minis right here and I don't use those. So if I could find a space inside the drawer, that'd be great because then I'd have room for all this. And then I think I'm gonna go ahead and look up on Ravelry and see what people have used this yarn for. Like, just get some ideas. Again, it does look like a fingering weight. I mean, I'm pretty sure it is, if not lace weight. It's nice. It's soft. It's beautiful. I could probably hold this double with another fingering weight. Oh, 50 grams is 250 meters. I wonder if I have enough to hold together on its own. Probably not, but who knows? Anyways, that was pretty exciting. It is, did I say the time earlier? It's currently now 9:18, so I have a friend coming over in a little bit so we can make our Halloween costumes. Oop, careful. So, the way that I've noticed it works, at my school, the staff, they kind of stick to their own little groups, and then they do themes within their groups. So like, you know, the kinder group, the first grade group, you know, so on and so forth. They come up with a theme, and then they all dress up like that for Halloween. Initially, the kinder group was going to do Alice in Wonderland. And I was like, Alice in Wonderland is not my favorite. It's probably my least favorite story / movie. But I was like, okay, I got a pair of leggings that had like card suits on it. So I was just going to be one of the cards in the Red Queen's like little court or whatever. But then they decided to change it because they're like, you know what, I don't want to buy all the stuff. And well, they didn't want to, you know, buy all their costumes and stuff. So they changed it to just being ghosts, which I was like, heck yeah. And they were like, oh, well, we could just get sheets and then drop them over our head, cut out holes. And we're like, wait, we can't cover our face at school. So they're like, we'll just, you know, just do, I found like the ponchos that have like a little ghost face thingy. Well, I didn't want to order one because I'm crazy. My initial idea was just to go to a thrift store and buy a sheet and then cut a hole in it and then add. But I was like, I never go to the thrift store. So I went to Walmart and I bought a pre-cut Sherpa fabric. This is like 1.5 yards of Sherpa. And I'll just cut it a little hole for my head. So it'll be like a poncho. And then Walmart sells like blankets, you know, like little throw blankets every fall season for like super cheap. So I just bought this fleece one, this black one, and I'll cut this up for eyes and a mouth and then just glue it / sew it on. I think I would love to do like a blanket stitch like it is here. I don't know if you'll be able to see this, but I don't know if you can see that very well. There's a blanket stitch. That's the back side. Like that'd be cute to do around, but that might take too much time. But anyways, my friend, one of my coworkers, is coming over today, and she got the same, or at least she said she got the same stuff. And we're just gonna make them together. So we'll be matching. Now let's hope that Halloween isn't a hot day. That's the only thing. My husband's like, well, because you got Sherpa, now it's gonna be warm. It's gonna be warm on Halloween. And I'm like, well, we'll see. But yeah, just something simple, easy. So I think all I want to do is just sew up the sides because it's a little, yeah, it sheds a little, but I want to reinforce it. So I'm going to just sew around the edges and then where our neck hole is. And then we'll cut out eyes and a mouth from this. And I'll start with gluing them on. And then if I have to use the sewing machine to sew them on, that's fine. I don't mind. But there's plenty here. This is a 50 by 60 inch. So this almost might be bigger than the 1.5 yards of pre-cut fabric, but they didn't have any weight in this fleece blanket. Yeah, this should work just fine. I know I could have bought pre-cut, but this was cheaper. Buying the blanket was cheaper. Anyway, so that is the plan for today. I probably won't vlog it because I don't like vlogging other people, but I'll show you after. Yeah. Okay, when you're filming with the front camera, you can't zoom in or out, which kind of sucks because I wanted to zoom out a little so you can see better, but I think I'll just go ahead and involve you guys in trying to find a spot for the new yarn, just because that's good content for a vlog. Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and try. I'm sorry if you can't see anything. We'll see. Let's move my spinning wheel out of the way though. I have so much. I need to finish spinning up this one. I have barely, it wasn't very easy to spin this. This is one half of the braid and then the other half I split, but it is, and it's just merino, but it's not very easy. I think that's why I haven't spun more of it. I think once I get to the skinnier bits of it, it might be easier. That's what I'm hoping anyways. But let's see. So that's what the interior of this one, well, and at the below is fabric. I have fabric cuts down there for sewing. I wish I had another place to put my silhouette. So I have a silhouette cameo. And underneath that I have buttons and stitch markers that I made. What I need is that to go somewhere else, to be honest. It's awkward, but I have this super cute basket that I found at Target. Yep. It fits all my minis. It fits perfectly on that shelf. It's absolutely gorgeous. I hate to move it, but no, that's not gonna fit. It really is this piece of machinery. Like, I barely even use it. I like the towel that keeps the dust off of it. This thing is too cute. Like, I would love to hang this up, but for now, it keeps the dust off of my silhouette. These are the snap buttons. Because I used to make a lot of baby clothes when my kids were younger. Let's see. Yeah, that would fit perfectly in there. And in there. But then, of course, the silhouette doesn't, and I don't know where else to put. Actually, so I put a shelf behind the door. Maybe I can put that on the bottom shelf. Maybe that can be where it goes. So that'll go there. That. It's just too sad to see this be put away. I don't use minis though. Like, I am not a mini person. I have all this like undyed yarn. Let me show you if I can. Undyed yarn. I was thinking maybe I could put it right there instead of those. That way it's all in one spot. Maybe I'll think to use it. Again, if it's going to be hidden, I'm not going to see it. And then I'm not going to remember. Anyways, let's go ahead and see. Oops. What is in there? Not much. So I have one skein of this left. Don't really need it in that bag because it's got a tag. So when I dyed yarn, I liked ordering from Nomad because this was actually the cheapest undyed yarn supplier. They did not have a lot of bases back then. They have a lot more now. And of course the prices have gone up because of inflation. It's just normal. So I have a lot of Nomad. And it was really nice because they would come with the tags on it. So I can know. This is just a 75-25 sock yarn. But I have one skein of this left. I've debated buying more. Actually, a lot of their new bases look really, really wonderful, and I wish I could afford to buy more, but again, it's undyed yarn. I can dye it. I have all my dye supplies. It's just, I don't have the time. I don't have the time. Let's see, 932. Okay, so I have one skein of this, and then I have 4 skeins of this fingering weight. So not the one behind. Let's put this one down for a moment. I have 4 skeins of this one. This is called Duo. It is an 80% superwash, 20% nylon, only 399 yards. The other one is 437. So they're all sock weight. But I have enough here to probably make a sweater. Anyways, I don't want to put them on the shelf yet. I have this one also from Nomad. This was a sample skein that I bought. This is 100% alpaca. It's the Latte. I believe it is a sport, or is it a sport? Yeah, sport weight, 100% alpaca. It's really, really soft. I need to come up with something. I just have this single skein of it. Okay, and then I have this bag. 1, 2, oops, that one came apart. 3, 4. All right. I have 4 skeins of this as well. This is also from Nomad. This is the Marshmallow DK. So that is 100% superwash wool, 100 grams, 246 yards, 4-ply DK weight. So I have 4 skeins here. That might be enough for me to do a sweater as well. So again, it's just a matter of remembering I have it. It is on the yellower side, like a creamy yellow base. So I don't think I would knit this up by itself, like, or just undyed. I'd probably want to dye this. I'm sorry for my head being cut off. So I don't want to put any of this in because I have these 2 big bags that I don't actually want to open. Let me tuck this back in now. Ooh, that's gonna need to be fixed. All right, and then I have these 2 bags. These bags, I bought off of a friend. These are actually from Wool to Die For. So this is a whole bag of Highland DK. And you can tell that they're not twisted, they're just folded hanks. So the Highland, it's 100% Peruvian wool, 246 yards for 100 grams. And I mean, I pulled this out, but I think it's all here. So 10 skeins, nice wool. Just need to get around to it. Ooh, I don't know if that's gonna fit actually. And then I have this one, also from Wool to Die For. This one is Merino Worsted Superwash. So 100% Superwash Merino, 218 yards, 100 grams. I think I pulled 1 skein out of this. And to be honest, I think it could be this right here. Like, I tried swatching with it. So this could be this right here. Again, I could be using this instead of ordering new yarn. Like, I mean, granted, I order yarn because it's already colored. I don't think this is gonna fit in there. No, these 2 bags aren't gonna fit in there. I also have a bag of roving from Knit Picks. It is Stroll roving. So sometimes I like to dye it up, or at least attempt to, and then spin it. This is just 75% superwash merino roving and 25% nylon top. So I have a bunch of that. And then I actually have one bag left of these minis. So this is 25. I think there are 25 minis in here. 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon, 93 yards each, 20 gram skein, 20 gram minis. Yeah, platinum mini hanks. So I did an advent a couple of years ago and I had one bag left. So I have a decent amount here. I could dye it all one color and use it as one, you know. But I do have this. So this is gonna go in there because it's tiny. And then I'm gonna put these single skeins in there. Ooh, sneezy. Oh, excuse me. I think that's really all I'm going to be able to put in there because again, these bags are too big, so I will just put them back underneath this table that you're on, just back there. And then that way, things are a little bit more organized. Put you there. I mean, I could technically put some of those things here. This is mostly just DK, with the exception of these two, and of course, this stuff. This is all sock yarn. I have a sweater here, some Shuffle color chimney yarn, so I keep getting ideas for this, but then, and this is all lace weight, minus this, well, you can't really see, sorry. I try to separate my stuff by weight. I kind of have this side separated as weight. This side is, well, also kind of separated by weight. Not, obviously not the blue cabinet, but on the other side. I have that one more organized by projects. So I have 4 sweaters quantities, at least I'm hoping. I have a sweaters quantity in this one. I don't know how well you can see, but I have 4 different sweaters here. I have 2 different sweaters here. And then I have a cardigan, some leftover, and then another sweater and the shawl. And then all my cones up top. If you can't hear anything I'm saying, I'm so sorry. But yeah, this is kind of how I have my yarn organized. Just kind of works for me. All right. I feel like I could shove the roving in here. Then I also have is the heat on? Oh, the heater is on. I need to turn that off. No, I don't have any space in here. That is completely full over on this side. I can't open it so you can see, unfortunately, but that is all full. I have spinning fiber. Oh, actually, that's where all my leftover yarn is. Oh, and that's where my bags are. Okay, so that's where my project bags are that aren't in use, and that's where all my extra yarn is. I was wondering where that went, to be honest. Not extra yarn, but like scraps I didn't want to let go of, because I did go through this when we first moved in and I got rid of quite a bit. But that's hilarious. I forgot that I even had this. I thought I got rid of everything. Anyways, all right, I'm gonna let you guys go. This is quite a long little thing. I hope you found it somewhat interesting. It's yarn. Yeah, I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna finish cleaning this up because it's almost time. Yep, almost time. All right. Okay, so finished my costume for Halloween. What do you think? Woo. So yeah, my coworker slash friend, because we're friends, she came over and we worked on these together and just hung out. Nothing too crazy. So I glued them down first and then sewed them down. I still need to, I think I'm gonna sew the edges because it is a bit loosey-goosey. It's not a perfect triangle. I don't know why. I guess, well, I mean, I know why, but why? Anyways, so yeah, all done. Oh, there's my son. Hanging out. So yeah, I still have the sewing machine on, so I think I'll probably just work on that. And then once my lunch is done, eat that, and then hopefully knit. He wants to play on the treadmill, so I'm gonna let him go ahead and do that. So yeah, let's hope it's not too warm on Halloween. Hey friends, it is 2:26 in the afternoon now, so I thought I was gonna record this a little while ago, but I got the hiccups and I was like, ooh, I should probably wait till they go. I just also finished watching the weddings for Love is Blind, so yeah. I'm not gonna give anything away in case you are watching, but yeah, pretty good. I'm excited for the reunion. I always like the reunion, to be honest. So hopefully we get a decent one. I think last year's wasn't so great because it was a hot mess last season. I don't think that was last year, but last season. Sorry, my shoulder hurts for some reason. I wanted to go ahead and show you updates of knitting from, I guess, the last 2 days. The evening knitting. Let me go ahead and show you my clear view. I'll be honest, I don't know how much. So I worked on it last night and the night before. I'll try to avoid the clanky clanks. I am in the middle of a round. Yes, I did finish. You know what? I was going to try to finish it because I just had that much left. And you know what? It's not that big of a deal. I should put it on that hanger, yeah, makes it easier. It looks the exact same every time I show you. Not much has changed. Progress keeper is here on this side. So I got a 1/2 inch, 3/4 inch. Almost an inch, so just under. I'm wondering if that last row would have made it an inch, but yeah, it's sad. If I could do an inch a day, I don't think it'd be that bad, but it's looking more like an inch every 2 days. The total, here, I'm gonna clank. Let's see what the total is, because when we started, what did we have, like 4.5? We're now at just over 6 inches. Yay, just over 6 inches. So that means I got 4 inches left. It's either 4 or 4.5. But that's good. Getting closer. I mean, not good, but good. What's it? If I had 4.5, so only did 1.5 inches. 1 3/4 maybe. It's slow going. What do I expect? You know what I never mentioned? I never mentioned the needle size on this. I know I mentioned the yarn, which is Pearl Soho's Good Wool. That is a sport weight yarn. So it's close to fingering weight, not even a DK. And the needles that I'm using, I think, are a US 5 or a 3.75. So that does contribute to why it is taking so long. It is not, you know, it's almost the equivalent of working on a fingering weight sweater. And then factor in all the texture that this thing has. So I have to remind myself that it is not the same as a DK weight on 4mm or a 4.5mm, which would be a 6 or a 7 US. This is smaller. So yeah, just slow going. I'm trying not to burn myself out on that. That's not why I'm working on it. Like, that's why I'm not, yeah, that's why I'm not working on it like super hardcore, because I feel like I would burn out so bad. Like, not last night, but the night before, I actually worked on it until about 9 o'clock. And then I said I wanted to work on something that's a little bit more mindless. So I have this one over by my spot downstairs by the couch. It's my little McKinney Knittery bag. This is what I refer to as my banana sweater, but it's the Other Loops sweater or pullover, the Other Loops pullover by Other Loops, Brady Loops. I don't know what I just said. Brady Loops pullover by Other Loops, but I call it my banana sweater. So very slow going on this as well, because it's not as mindless with this giant ribbing. So it's 8x2 ribbing. So I definitely have to pay attention just a tiny bit when I'm knitting this. So that's why it's going slow too. I really do want to add this collar on. So I'm waiting till I run out. And then I think I'll go ahead and do the collar next. So the yarn that I am using is Sunday by Sennis Garn. This is a petite knit exclusive colorway. It is called Banana. I bought 10 balls of this from McKinney Knittery back in April. That store is so cute. I wish it was closer. But I bought their whole stash, all 10 balls. I don't think I'm going to have enough. I do feel like I need 12 total because all I have is 4 left. Yep. So I have what I have here, and I have 4 left, and I still have...
Hi guys.
Whoa. My bad. I still have the rest of the body and both sleeves and the collar. So I have my little banana stitch markers. So in 1 hour, I was able to get about 1 inch complete. So that's not bad. Like, I technically could get this done if I focused on it, but honestly, I'm not feeling the motivation. I'm not feeling the motivation to focus on this, yet. Hopefully soon. I think that's because of the color. Well, I don't hate the color. It is more of a springtime color instead of a fall color, so I think that is what is affecting my motivation with this guy. But I am excited. I do want to make the Brady Loops cardigan. That one does not have the rib. It has the beautiful cable motif, but it does not have the ribbing. So that one would potentially go quicker. I don't know. That is something for future me to even debate on making, but I do like it. So keeping everything in this wonderful bag because it's all from McKinney Knittery. It's like a themed project bag for right now until this is finished. This one is, I'm holding the yarn double, as you can see, because this is fingering weight, so I'm holding it double. And this one is on a US 7 or 4.5 millimeter needle. So that is more, it goes quicker. So yeah, that is what I worked on the last 2 evenings that I had not been able to show you. I've been working on this. This is obviously right in the middle of a row. I am doing the armhole increases. I'm actually almost finished. I got 4 more rows, including the one I just started. So 4 rows left before I can start on the back. It looks the same every time. I finally moved the stitch marker down, so I think I was right about here. I could be wrong, but either way, this one's going to be a lovely little addition to my collection of hand knit sweaters. I really like it. It's very fall. That's why I'm probably drawn to it. No more progress on this. It's just sitting here, and then I'm still waiting. I got email confirmation today that the Drops Kid Silk has been dispatched. So it's coming from overseas. So hopefully it'll be here. I don't know if it'd be here by the weekend. Probably not. But next week, which again, I'll be done vlogging by then because I'll be back at work. But if you want to stay up to date with any things after this vlog, my Instagram, I try to post. I don't post nearly as much as I used to, but I do try to. I definitely post when I'm finished with a project. So there is that. And yeah, I'm just gonna hang out. Oh, I set up a dental appointment for myself for tomorrow. So I know I did film a clip a day or two ago talking about my jaw, but I know I deleted it. I did not add it into the vlog. So I'm going to try to do like a little mini recap. In my early 20s, when I was in the Army, I got braces, you know, to fix my mouth. And at the end of that braces journey, they wanted to break my jaw and bring it forward because I had a really bad overbite. So that all happened. Did that again. That was in like 2008, I think. Again, early 20s. I always had a little bit of issue with my jaw since that surgery, especially this side. Like it clicks and locks a bit. It locked a lot during the healing process, but not nearly as much. It just mostly clicking and stuff like that. Nothing serious. Well, like a week or two ago, I was eating a Reese's peanut butter cup, not even frozen, just, you know, normal Reese's peanut butter cup. And I bit down and I heard a loud crack on this side, and it hurt really bad. And unfortunately now it's been hurting every single day since. And it was starting to make me worried, like, because it's to the point where eating is now difficult. And I'm like, oh crap, I can't even enjoy food without it hurting. I was hoping that just time would have, you know, made it feel better. It doesn't help that I sleep on my stomach or I sleep on my side and I rest. You know, that doesn't help. Talking probably doesn't help either. But so I finally come to the, you know, the acceptance that I should probably just get it looked at. I know that not much can probably be done. It's my jaw, like what can technically be done. But now that I'm working full-time and I finally have medical benefits, which is amazing. Well, I've always had medical benefits. It's dental and vision. Now that I have dental insurance, I set up an appointment to get an x-ray, just to get it looked at. So I have an appointment tomorrow at 8:30 in the morning, but that doesn't matter. I wanted to get, you know, I want to make sure it's not like fractured or something like that. And if it really just needs a lot of extra time to heal. All I know is that it's painful. It's hard to eat. I just want to make sure it's taken care of. Anyways, so I'm going to go ahead and just let you guys go. Maybe, I want to say maybe I'd end it here, but I think I'll give it a little bit more time. It is, again, only 2:40 in the afternoon, so I'm just going to let it go for now. Sorry, news. Oh, excuse me. Okay, so I will see you guys in a little bit. Okay, friends, it is now almost 4:30 in the afternoon, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up, get it edited, maybe, and all that jazz. I'm going to show you what I've got here. So I finished up, I'll hold it upside down because it just curls right now. I finished up the front panel. So this will be this way when finished. I know, again, it curls just because that is stockinette for you. And I did this crazy, I did the short rows for the back, this crazy bit. The cable's a little too small, but can you see that? So you attach here, then you add, you know, you back loop cast on a bunch of extra stitches, and then you still have to break the yarn and come back in to here, like where your neck will be, and you start knitting there and then go back and forth with your short rows. It was a bit weird, so I have all these ends, unfortunately. Well, I just had to actually, I have an extra end, well, 2 ends, because I just had to add a new ball of black. So I got all this minus 1 row with the first ball of black yarn. It's so wild. Just a very different construction. So this is your right shoulder right here. This will go on back. And yeah, so silly. Isn't that pretty though? Excited. But yeah, that's all I got to show / talk about today. Just gonna carry on with the rest of my evening until my husband gets home, and then figure out what we're gonna do from there. It's crazy to think it's only Wednesday. I have some exciting things happening this weekend, but it's like I don't want to wish for the weekend to be here yet, because then that means I gotta go back to work. So I'm trying to just enjoy it, you know, take it slow and easy. Take it slow and easy. So yeah, just gonna keep working on this for a little bit. Yeah, I do appreciate you stopping by, and I'll see you tomorrow.